Hi guys, it's me, Empress Arcana, and welcome to my channel, or welcome back to my channel. Hi guys, hi guys, hi guys. All right, here's the dealio. All right, it's been a hard time. I'm just gonna be talking. I might be doing automatic writing, and I'll do a tarot reading. I'll talk about some random stuff, whatever comes through. Fair warning, disclaimer, you can click off whenever because I do not know what's going to come through. Can I make this a bit more comfortable for me? Oh, Lord Almighty. um, it hasn't hit yet, but I did take something for my anxiety, so it might hit while I'm recording. If it's too much, I'll stop recording. So there's that, right? So, how are you guys doing? I hope you guys are doing well. So, I just finished showering, right? I'm like, yeah, no, it's time to wind down, all that. I mean, it's super late for me, but whatever. It's so I've realized some stuff. The other night after I showered and like I had gotten out of the shower, I realized that well, I shaved, yes. And then I realized I only shaved one leg. I was like, no. And I had to go back in. I was like, I mean, I didn't have to, but I was like, listen, I'm not going to be one leg shaven and the other one not. Like, this is not the way it works for me. Today, after I got out of the shower, I realized I hadn't taken my makeup off from the videos I recorded earlier. I was like, oh no. It's like I even had that like thought. I was like, oh my God, wait a minute. Oh no. I looked at myself like in my hand mirror and I was like, ah, I still have makeup on. I look really bad. Oh my God. I look messed up. So I was like, oop, that's the status of how I feel. Just so you know. Um, it's been a really difficult time. I've been reflecting a lot. I've been doing a little bit of astrology studying in between like client readings and stuff. Where's my water? Um, okay. And I learned a lot of really interesting things. I do not know how much I can discuss without like trailing off because that's usually what I do. But it was a very interesting time. Where are my notes here? Hold on. Like I have. Okay, here we go. This notebook is too big though. Ugh. I usually like the smaller notebooks because I don't have that big of a table, desk, whatever. Let's see. Hold on. I write a lot. Okay. Damn, I can't even read this. I was studying up draconic charts after because I was wondering, I know about we have the tropical chart, which is our natal chart, the regular chart. I mean, there's just so much terminology. There's the tropical chart, the sidereal chart, and then there's draconic. Draconic is supposed to be your soul chart, how a soul has grown, how, one grows through each incarnation. It's what, who the soul, like how your soul is and who your soul is, right? And I was like, oh, okay, I'll start studying that. But it can be very triggering because honestly, I've been like, astrology for me has become shadow work. And to be fair, everything I do lately has become shadow work, and I am so fucking exhausted, guys. Oh my God. I am so exhausted with shadow work. I'm done. I'm done. Can I just like rest easy for the rest of, I don't know, whatever? Because it's just been so, so many things are coming through from the past, and I'm having to really deal with my thought process and how to deal with it in the future, let it go. So, the collective, let me get closer. The collective is going through a very similar purge because we are releasing all these old everything. Sorry guys, I'm just so tired. And I feel very drained. It's like I never am not able to replenish my energy. And I might start talking about some woo-woo stuff, but I mean, well, hello, hi. It's just it's part of the package. Because I've been analyzing certain things in my life and how I feel. Do I have that in a notebook? I wrote something down that I wanted to share with you guys. It's a bit morbid, but I wanted to share with you guys because it's like random stuff that, how does that make sense? How does that happen and why? Is there a connection? I didn't look too deeply into it because I was just like, I'm not going to do that. I don't think that that's smart, especially because I have channeled all sorts of energies. And when you tap into something that, like, of a person that has passed on, and I'll explain what I mean, hopefully, shortly, because oh, no. I guess I guess I took too much. I think it's not hitting yet. I don't think, maybe I won't be able to post this. I'm trying to like continue with the talk, but it's been so much, guys. I'm trying to be like a source for you guys where I can like talk about interesting topics and stuff, but I am so I just want to get on my knees and cry. Oh my gosh, and I really don't feel comfortable talking about those issues. So, but yeah, something that happened to me on the 21st, because now it's almost 2 a.m. over here for me, and it's the 23rd. We have that lunar eclipse, full moon in Libra in a couple of days, and that's going to be something, guys. That's going to be a time. It's going to be a time to release a lot of, again, what happened in the last 6 months. You know, every full moon we have, what happened during, what intentions did we set when the new moon was in Libra? I don't remember for the life of me. I started being more like writing down my intentions and stuff like a couple of new moons ago. I would take notes and stuff, but I feel so energetically drained that I can hardly keep my eyes open. It's so hard. So, like right now, I feel a tightness in my chest. I want to sob because it's just so much pressure, so much tension. And I have been having to deal with a lot of really dark, taboo topics, especially since a lot of the stuff, Uranus and Jupiter. Jupiter is supposed to be like blessings and stuff, but anything like those two planets in my 8th house and the abruptness of Uranus, that bolt of lightning, I am questioning so many things about my 8th house, especially things I've had core wounds in since childhood, especially when it comes to intimacy. So I am really having to deal with those monsters that are coming through. And it's a lot. But yeah, I know I was talking about the draconic chart. I think it's beautiful. There are people that use to look at your natal tropical chart with the draconic to see the difference, to see how your soul in different incarnations was and how it can help you, how that version of you can help the you of now through the tropical chart. I really want to do so much with astrology because there's just so many things one can learn. And I love going deep into the psyche, even though lately it just takes a lot of my energy because there's a lot of darkness and monsters that lurk in that. Damn, this got dark. Sorry. Wait till I tell you what happened to me on the 21st. um, it's not a big deal, but I thought it was very interesting. Let me see if I can recall it before I forget. Okay, so again, it is a bit dark, so just, warning for that. I think it's dark. I've channeled a lot of entities without, and like, okay, so, I mean, if you guys have had similar experiences, I would love to hear from you guys because I always feel that I'm freaking crazy when and talking about it, I don't know, I just feel like talking about it because I might not have tomorrow. So I might as well just put out everything I want to put out into the world. I know that's a bit morbid. I am grateful for every day that I can breathe. Okay. But I am fully aware that, or, wow. You know, I'll get to the thing now, but where are the lyrics of that song? Yeah, I've been on a musical high. Why do you write like you're running out of time? It's a Hamilton song. Nonstop? Not don't stop. No, wait, that's not the way it goes. Oh God, it's been a while since I've listened to the Hamilton soundtrack. I mean the musical. It's so good. Okay, I had to stop recording because I felt so bad like leaving you guys. Like I was just literally looking for lyrics, but yeah. Let me see. It's right day and night, like you're running out of time. Every day you fight like you're running out of time. Like you're running out of time. Are you running out of time? How do you write like tomorrow won't arrive? How do you write like you need it to survive? How do you write every second you're alive? Every second you're alive. Oh man, I want to burst into song. It's so good. It always gets me because that's how I feel. Like, you know, there, I don't feel. I might say this a lot because I recognize that I've been saying how I might not have tomorrow. I've really been trying to accept that death is inevitable. I mean, I knew of that, but like I'm being more accepting for some reason. I hope that's not foreshadowing for something because I've been having a lot of issues happening to me, but well, you know, I I guess like what I'm doing, like the messages, the channeling, the videos, clearly I did not feel like doing any of the videos I did for me, clearly. But I still feel like I have to deliver a message. And it makes me a little sad because I feel like that's just it. That's all I'm. Damn, that got dark. Like that's all I'm good for. Like just doing readings and delivering messages, possibly inspiring you, but that's just, is that it? And I've been having like these thoughts and well, at least I'm fulfilling what I'm meant to do, just deliver messages because I don't know what else to do with myself. I'm just trying to live day by day, not lose my mind, and it's really difficult. Well, I'll say the other thing I was going to say prior, before I forget. So I was watching something and Eric Clapton's Layla popped into my head. I was like, oh. And something like intuitively told me, search up Eric Clapton. And I'm like, why? Okay, whatever. And I was reading some stuff and I got curious. I'm like, I'm going to look up this man's natal chart because something calls me to him at this moment. At that moment, that's what I felt. Because sometimes what I was going to speak about earlier is that as woo-woo or whatever, I have these intuitive notions or feelings and it leads me. And that's the way the universe speaks to us. I know a lot of people might joke around about the synchronicities or angel numbers, but the universe speaks to us in ways that the universe, I feel, wants us to listen. And if there's a message for us, the universe wants us to listen to it. Know that we're not alone, that there is a message there for us. So I wondered, I was like, okay. And then he's a Aries sun, Scorpio moon, and Libra rising. I'm like, wow, look at that. Twinsies, we have like, I'm not an Aries sun, but that falls into my seventh house. He is a Scorpio moon and Libra rising like myself. And then I read on into the information. This was on the 21st. That's why I got spooked. And I don't know why I was led to this. I still don't understand why, but it was interesting. I think it was the universe's way of like kind of giving me a like, that these things that you pick up on, you're not crazy. Because I have this, it happens to me a lot, right? It's like, am I, yeah. Anyway, and I was reading and I got so sad because it's talked about his son that his son, I forgot his name, but it made me sad because the son was fell from I don't know how many stories and was killed and died, whatever, in 1991, March 21st, 1991. And I lost my shit, guys, because I looked and I was like, today's the 21st of March. These are the things I'm just like, oh my God, what does this mean? What does this mean? What does it mean? Does it mean anything? And it got even more sad. I don't even know these people. I'm just like, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. It caught my attention also because the child's mother I don't know if she's still alive, but an Italian actress. And I'm very much, I love Italy. And that just caught my attention. I want to go to Italy so much. My heart calls for Italy. And I'll get to that now. But I read that and that boy would have been my age. That boy was born August 21st, 1986. I would have been older than the kid. And it made me so sad. I was like, okay, universe, why did you lead me to this? And yeah, but it was just one of those instances. Is like, how bizarre is that? That day being the same day that boy died back in 91. I don't know. Got my attention. And yeah, I get a lot of that on the daily. I get a lot of energies poking in, and it's actually why I was so interested in doing celebrity readings, because I can tap into energy very easily. It's something I do on the daily, and it makes sense because on an astrological standpoint, I do have my Jupiter in Pisces. It's in the 6th house. The 6th house of Virgo originally. It's everyday work. It's my job. It is also on the daily. The sixth house is things that you do on the daily. So I'm constantly, you know, I'm always channeling. Not that I intend to, it just happens. I'm constantly picking up on everyone's energy. That's why I am a hermit a lot of the time. I'm too sensitive to other people's energy, and especially if I care about you, I'm just going to be super tapped in. And it sucks because the way this works for me anyway, because I can only speak for myself, I I feel a lot, and sometimes when it's really strong, I feel it in certain energy points of mine. And it can become a lot. And and because I've been embracing more of these abilities of mine in the last couple of years, I've become even more sensitive to energy. So I don't know what the grand plan of the universe for me is, but that's just the way it is for everyone. But I've been thinking a lot about this because I truly just want to be happy. And it's been such a difficult time. I have not felt comfortable enough to talk about more of, I try to always make it educational about my experiences on my spiritual path. Not always, but most of the time I do. Because I want you guys to be able to get something from it. Maybe a chuckle or two too, whatever. But it's been rough and I'm tired. And I've said that so much, like, so I just want rest. I really do. I didn't mean to make it sad. Oh God, sorry guys. Right. So when I have memories of something that was probably, it's so difficult because I have spoken about this before, but I think it's hitting. Oh no. All right, let me see if I can go to the next thing before. Maybe automatic writing? Maybe I should do that. Oh no. Maybe I should stop. Totally random. Gonna change the subject because I was getting too sad, and I don't want it to be too sad, guys. I was listening to Cabaret yesterday. Listen, if there's any musical, I should have been a theater kid first off, but it didn't happen. Oh boo. I think the most, like, I did do ballet in fourth grade for a year and a half, something like that. I did do dance numbers and stuff for school because I was in a private school. I wanted to actually originally do karate, but back in private school, Edison private school, I don't care. I don't know why I said it, but I don't care. Whatever. Um, um, I wanted to do karate, but just like they wouldn't let girls in band because I had to, like, me and some other friends, we protested back in eighth grade. Oh shoot. It's hitting really hard. Well, we had to protest. It's like, but why can't girls be in, like, part of because it was like parades that we would do. And I was like, but why can't we be part of the band? It's like, because you're a girl. It's like, that makes no sense. That makes no sense. Make it make sense. It don't make sense. But we got it. I got to be one of the drummers for the parade in eighth grade. But yeah, they wouldn't let girls do karate. only ballet. And that was so dumb. That was another thing that got me. Like, it was very co-ed, like, where the boys and girls were always separate. And of course, the more you separate, usually, the more you separate these things, it becomes really chaotic. And the things that I saw back in middle school, Jesus Christ. Either way. Oh, private school, Catholic private school. What a dream. um, what else? I'm so sorry, guys. I'm really all over the place, but I just needed to talk, I guess, about nothing and everything all at once. Cabaret. That's right. I brought up cabaret. Whenever willkommen or mon hair, two ladies, diddly diddy, two ladies, diddly diddy, two ladies, cause I'm the only manja. Listen, I grew up with cabaret. It's great. Liza Minnelli, I love you. I can't, like, I listen two songs. There's two songs that I will bust out into dance, like musical, like, I mean, there's probably more, but Mon Hair from Cabaret. Oh my God, I love that one. And from Chicago, the Cell Block Tango. Oh my God, great. He had it coming. He had it coming. He had it coming all along. So good. Oh my gosh. I've never felt confident enough in my own body to, because we all have insecurities, right? I've been insecure all my life, but like, I've never been the fact that I did ballet, but that was fourth grade, and I didn't really have a choice in it. It was my mother that wanted me to do ballet, and I'm like, but I want to do karate, and she's like, we can't do that. They don't allow it. I'm like, but karate. Either way, ballet was an experience. It was an experience. We did a lot of dance numbers to Selena songs. Beady beady bum bum. Na, 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 na. Oh, beautiful lady. Anyway, yeah, I'm really random tonight. This morning, I really, it's so late. Whenever I'm on the phone with my friend and we're like talking at late wee hours of the morning, of night morning, we just like morning night night. We call it morning night night. Morning night night. Oh gosh. Either way, insecurities, all that, blah. But I remember back in right after high school, when I did my first semester of college, I remember getting scouted for, I never, but like some modeling and stuff for like plus size women and whatnot. I've always wanted to do that. I've always wanted to do all that stuff, but I'm just too shy. I know. But it's, oh my gosh, Nanako's doing the thing. Doing the thing. And I remember wanting to, it'd be so cool to do like some cabaret stuff or whatever. It'd be mostly for myself, but it'd be really nice doing, I don't know. That's something that's definitely come up like in the last couple of years, because I was not, and mind you, I don't like to talk about this. I don't even know why I'm talking about this, but I am very self-conscious of my body. And it's like, I have lost a lot of weight, but I want to lose more. But just not the way that it's been happening. Like, I was literally not purposely starving myself, but that's what it was. I didn't have any food. So it's been, and now thankfully I get full really quickly. But I also have a lot of stomach issues now because of the trauma that I went through in that phase. And it's very triggering. It's been a really rough time. I don't honestly, I don't recognize myself. I've said this before. It's been such a transformation. There's still more. I feel that lately I can't even think too much because I'm so exhausted mentally and emotionally and everything. I just don't have it in me. I have nothing. I feel empty. I'm running on I don't even know. So, but stuff like that, I remember. And this is a bit triggering, trigger warning for more triggering things. My father, rest his soul. Oh my God, Nanako. Can you hear that? It sounds like she's like shitting herself. Oh my God. This girl. My dad he loved me in his own way, but he was very toxic, very manipulative, and gaslit me to to infinity and beyond. And he said a lot of things to me to make me feel less than, to make me feel that no one would find me attractive. So he wanted to keep me by his side. He was very possessive of me, but it was bad. I love my dad. My God, Nanako. I'm not going to shut her up. I'm too. So we're going to have some background noises as we usually do right here in this in this space. And I'm reevaluating a lot of these people in my life that really affected me growing up. I had that all my life. So it makes sense for me why, it makes sense to me why I never really thought about relationships, because in my head, I never thought anyone would, because my father told me no one else will see me or be attracted to me or this and that. Damn. Sorry, guys. That's so dark. Um, yeah. So I've been thinking about a lot of things. Mind you, my dad's gone. He's dead, you know? And all that's left are the ghosts of the past that still haunt me. Oh well. Don't we all have them? Ghosts from the past. Skeletons in our closet. All that shit. That's so scorpionic of me. Either way, he did the same thing to my mom. It was very toxic. But right now, all I can do is focus on me right now. And that's what I'm doing, guys. So despite me bringing this up, I know that, oh my God, I know that I got to keep going. Dear God. This girl, Nana. I said I wasn't gonna wake her, but dear God, it's so. she just. She only does this when I'm recording. Only. Only. Or when I'm talking to a friend. Like she can't. She needs to like talk over me. How disrespectful of her. She's not really talking. She's snoring, but you know. it. She's so funny. She's so precious too. I talk a lot of shit, but I love her to bits and pieces. Y'all know that. Um, hmm. Hmm. She sounds like a little like the little Cadbury bunny. Burp, 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 burp. I should dress her up as a Cadbury bunny. uh, gosh, I'm really random tonight. Hmm. Oh yeah, I did have notes, but I don't want to. I've changed my mind. I already told you guys, but there's more. But like because it goes deep into shadow work, I don't think I want to talk about it anymore. The draconic chart thing. I'm putting it away right now. uh, hmm. Um. Let's see what else. My gosh, I really. Really tired. I something I do enjoy doing. I don't know, I'm just talking randomly right now. I usually have some structure. Let me tell you, the full like oh, that's not the full moon yet. The moon is currently in Virgo. Virgo must hate my ass right now because I did not have notes. I just said, let me wing this and let me take something that is going to leave me not in control. Virgo energy is like, respectfully, you need to stop. No. My Sagittarius placements are like, no, I do what I want. I'm hungry. Sorry. I already brushed my teeth though. You guys, you poor people. Whoever's listening to this. Either way, it's been a time, and collectively, damn, it's been time. Um, I don't remember what I was gonna say. I was gonna say something. Oh yeah. Okay, so usually, whether I am in a heightened state or not, excuse me, a couple of days ago, I decided to like do some cue cards or like some little cards with like messages and stuff. I was on like for a bit, I was on the phone with a friend, and then whatever, I gave her a spicy reading for being my bestie, and then I was like, you know what? The spicy energy is still up in the air here. I'm gonna make some cards. I'm gonna make some little message cards. I will most likely add on to them, and I'll use it for the sensual reading. If it's too detailed and too much, I will not say. I'll just have to water it down. But I wrote some spicy message cards because I felt like it. Because why not? Also, thank you guys for anyone that has purchased a reading from my shop. And I can tell it's Aries season because most of the people that do purchase not safe for work readings, bless your heart. Jokes aside, I really appreciate you guys. And I appreciate the trust that you have in me to do those kinds of readings for you, along with any reading. But yeah, jokes aside. Okay. I had to be, I didn't want to come off a certain way. Let's see. What is this? Like, okay. I think that what I'm going to do is just do a reading. I don't know if I should do automatic writing. Maybe I'll wait for the end of that. I'll do some automatic writing. I could have sworn I had more things to talk about, but again, I came in without notes, and that's what kind of happens. I mean, I'm just being honest with you guys. I was gonna. I'm surprised I talked about the stuff I talked about. I guess if I can, like, help anyone out, like, remind the collective that you're not alone in this, that there are things that people are going through similarly or whatever. It is just find community in that or something. I guess so. I feel like cracking my neck. Ay, Diosito. Esta vida. Oh, Nani. All right, let's do a reading. Let's do that. Okay. Let's see what messages want to come through for the collective. Let's get some more water. Oh, sorry, guys. I don't know. I've been having, like, I've just want to sing. Want to dance. Forget about everything. Oh, we got the Hermit. Is there? Oh, and the World. Okay. Completion of a cycle. And we got the King of Cups. Okay. This King of Cups, like, every deck, yo. Like, hey, yo, King of Cups. Put a ring on it, man, because you just keep on coming on the freaking readings. And we got Justice. Okay. Oh, shit. Sorry, guys. I almost dropped the cards. Okay. Sing, sweet nightingale. Sing, sweet nightingale. Queen of Swords and the Three of Swords. And the Hangman. He's another one that always. God, I can't. Same cards, just keep repeating. I'm so sorry, guys. Can we have a little bit like variety here, guys? What the heck? All right, I can't read the little because I'm using the deck that has like the associations on it. It's there's the Hierophant. Hi, how are you? I've turned it to Stitch. Okay. Before I continue the reading, I have to find the doll and I will make a freaking video. So I don't know if I can do it properly right now, but when I was 15, I think I've spoken about this, but I don't care, whatever. When I was 15, my parents got me a Stitch doll, but the Stitch doll, it has the alien, like, the little outer, like, the spacesuit or whatever he wears. Excuse me. And I love Stitch. Sorry, my brain. And when he has the little suit on, he speaks in English. When you take off the suit, because you can take off the suit, the little mechanic or whatever, it speaks alien, or vice versa. I don't remember. I know I have it stored somewhere. And it's really cute, but like there is one phrase that always, and it became like my phrase, like, I know it's not going to make sense, guys, but I'm going to share it with you guys. Because I was always making up phrases and stuff and have like random sayings with my friends and stuff. And they're like, where the hell did you get that from? Well, I'm explaining one of them to you. So one of the phrases, I kid you not, this is what it sounded like to me. one of the phrases that Stitch, oh my God, it's going to sound horrible. I'm so sorry. I'm going to try. That Stitch would say, like alien language, would be, and for any of those that understand even a little bit of Spanish, you guys are going to understand the first thing that what it sounds like. And then I'll go into detail. Oh God, I'm going to sound like shit. Puta chupaca. Or like, so, okay. Puta Chewbacca. Listen, that's exactly what it sounds like. Poor Chewbacca is like, what did I do to be called a puta? So I would have that as an insult, like, and mind you, it would be a little bit troublesome because obviously I lived in Miami, so it was Hispanics. We all know Spanish, but it was so funny because I would just be like, oh, puta Chewbacca. That'd just be my freaking thing. I'd be like, oh, and my friends would, like it spread, and all my friends were saying it too, and I'm like, yes, let's form an army. But yeah, it was like it literally sounded like Stitch was saying puta Chewbacca, and I'm like, wow. I don't know why I felt like sharing that. It was some it's really, yeah. I loved it. Just like I don't know why I'm gonna talk about this one. It's actually, oh my God, it's so embarrassing. Okay. All right, let's go. The reading is like, we're here. We're here. And I'm like, yeah, I'm here too. Okay. So oh gosh, like it's so it's on my channel. It's one of my first videos. It's very embarrassing, but I was trying to do something comical with my favorite character, Ryoji from Persona 3. And I remember my friends, like, I'm so embarrassed. There was a sound clip I used that definitely not me. It was like a moaning sound clip that was not me. But I did do like I did a voice for Ryoji's Inner Mind Theater. And I remember playing that to some of my friends, and they would be like, they looked at me and they're like, "What? That is you? What are you doing? Oh my God!" And it was just so embarrassing because they were all like flustered and shit, and I'm like, "Listen, I thought it was comical. Leave me alone. I thought it was comedy." And it was really funny because I had uh uh many times in my life I've been told, mind you, not in the most tactful of ways. Many guys have told me, some girls actually, yeah, I shouldn't, I shouldn't, yeah, it was a couple of girls too, because the thing is, growing up, most girls were not really nice to me. So I don't have very many fond memories of girls. But I've gotten it from both, but it's something that it's a bit embarrassing the way that certain people would tell me this. And I had really considered it because, money's tight. You got to make money, like, however. Oh, God, that sounds so bad. And I'm really in a very tight position right now. And I've been giving it thought, but I wouldn't be able to do it. I don't know why I'm telling you guys this. You guys are like, what the fuck are you talking about, though? You haven't said it. I'm sure you guys know where I'm going with this. I mean, my cousin, she did like, sex hotlines and stuff like that. And I am so sorry I said the S word on YouTube. Oh my God. And I've been told many times that, I would I would easily be able to make a lot of good money doing that. And I'm just like, I I'm too shy. I can't do it. And on top of that, like what my cousin was doing, because she's like, I did it, I had to pay bills. And I'm like, I'm kind of in that position as well. Okay. don't know why I'm sharing this with you guys. Oh God, this is so, I can't with myself. And but no, guys, I've had some other ideas in mind, but yeah. Okay. Okay. But yeah, like for me on a personal level, especially with how I'm very I have a very deep respect for what I do with my readings and with my channelings. And for me on a personal level, I wouldn't be able to do like those hotline stuff. I don't feel comfortable with that. Again, I have a very oh gosh, I'm my code of ethics is and that's me personally. This is not I wouldn't be able to do something like that because it's just because what I do is what I do, and I hold all this in high regard in my beliefs. A hotline to do it just doesn't feel right for me, and that's with people on the phone, and it no, I don't know, I can't do that. No, sorry. Oh my gosh, you guys are like, she's talking a lot. I talk a lot, but I don't know why this is all. I'm telling you, all the stuff that's happening in my eighth house. I'm thinking about a lot of things, guys, and things that I really didn't think through before. But I don't know. Whatever. The reading. Let's do this because I think that my iPad's going to stop recording because I have not been able to figure out why it has a limit now. I've been able to record longer audios. Oh no, not audios. It was videos. That's what it is. It's GarageBand on my iPad, and I don't know how to fix that. It limits me to an hour and some minutes. I mean, y'all should be so lucky. Oh gosh, guys. All right. So we have here, let's see if I can intuitively get back into this reading. All right. So definitely closing of chapters with the world, and whatever lessons that the hermit has taught you, they're coming to a close. And there is this beautiful sense of justice overwhelming you. It's like, finally, I'm getting what I've worked so hard toward. I'm seeing. Now, with the Queen of Swords and the Three of Swords here, someone has their walls up. Walls are up, sword is up. It's interesting because the King of Cups, emotions, the mind and the heart are at odds. They're wanting to intertwine, but there's a block. Let's look into that. And then with the Hierophant card, this could, of course, mean, what do you want to tell me, Hierophant? Yes. Enjoying life for the first time. Enjoying your personal growth and the expansion of your soul in this life. I'm hearing. Yes. Expansion, not conforming anymore. You are you. You are your own person. Oh, it's coming in strong. Okay. Damn, I felt something. Okay. Oh my gosh. Oh boy. Let's see what, okay. I might have to stop the recording because it hit stronger right now. Okay. What is this? All right. The Seven of Pentacles. Confidence. And a train, apparently. There's perseverance here. Perseverance rewards. Something in May. You've been looking and looking for so long, wondering when something is going to bear fruit. And it will. Something about May for anyone. Oh, that's beautiful. The Two of Cups. For a lot of you, it is a union of souls. A union. Made me think of the band name Collective Soul. Yes. That is so loud. Someone's coming for you. Hi. But there's, for some of you, that whether you're in a romantic relationship already or you're wanting to be in one with someone special, I see that there is a union here. It could be happening end of spring, early summer, something. Let's see what else wants to come through. But a lot of, remember. Oh, the juggling. All right, we have the sun. We have the sun in reverse. And that just shows me that the confidence is not as strong as it would be upright, of course. It shows there's sadness, sorrow, inertia, delays, pessimism. There's a block in the solar plexus. The solar plexus wants validation, but there's something about that energy. As human beings, we all seek validation at one point or another. It's important. Something in the collective is seeking validation. Finding direction, confidence. Yes, with the Three of Wands again. Third eye is opening. Third eye is opening. Oh, goodness. Okay. Okay. All right. Yes. Move forward. New opportunities and take a chance. The Three of Wands, the person is looking out, seeking, wanting, yearning. Focusing on that desire, but lingering too much. Lingering on waiting on something. There's waiting here with the Seven of Pentacles. Excuse me. Ooh. Oh, wow. Okay. The cards are being stubborn right now. What else wants to come through? The Tower. You could have gone back into the deck, sir. I spoke earlier about that lightning bolt, that Uranus energy, but this is Mars, Scorpio, the Tower. There's such a fear here of jumping. It's interesting because the Fool takes a leap of faith from the cliff. In the Tower, the leap of faith is not a leap of faith. We're literally being yeeted out of the tower. It is where we have ego, where we have preconceived notions of ourselves, of our past, affecting us. And it's not willingly done. The Tower shows someone too stubborn to take a leap. We have divine counterpart energy here with the Queen of Cups as well. What else wants to come through? I have a little bit of, like, I feel like using my cue card, my cue cards. Why do I keep saying cue cards? My cards, my little index card. Yes. We're doing this SNL skit. Read the cue card. This is your line. Three of Pentacles, working together, teamwork, collaboration, apprenticeship, learning, mastery, recognition of one another's gifts. Oh, the two of you are very talented individuals that have. Oh, this is coming in so strongly. Feeling trapped. Gosh. Okay. Growth and learning and mastery, focused effort, the 3 and the 3, creation. I want to create something with you. I heard. But there's something. Oh, this is spicy. This is spicy territory. It's like, I want to create something with you. I want to do more than just. Create can be taken in many ways. But there is this attraction. Oh, I don't know where this is coming from, guys. I'm sorry. This went from, I was trying to be like wholesome and stuff, but this took a turn. I'm so sorry. Oh. There are 2 cards here about distance. 3 cards if we include the world. There is, you two are at a distance from each other, physical distance, but there is something in the mind. I'm hearing. Oh, it hurts. Oh my God, guys. Oh God. I'm being blocked. I can't see it. 6 of Swords, journey through water, and it says, what was that? Oh shit, what is going on? I felt like, okay, I'm spooking myself. I gotta stop. Oh gosh, it's probably gonna stop it for me. Okay, I gotta wrap up, unfortunately, because I feel like this is gonna get stopped, and I don't want it to get... Listen, if I had enough, like, I would, like, do a sensual reading right now, but I don't think that the stuff that will come out of my mouth can live on YouTube. That's all I gotta say. That's the energy I'm picking up here. Yeah, moving on. Relief. Wanting to okay. No, bad me. Oh. Wanting to find relief in each other, but in various ways. Oh, that's so beautiful. We got the 4 of Wands. Celebrating enjoyment. 1111. That's twin flame energy. Oh, fuck. Oh, no. God. Spirit said it's, oh my God, oh gosh. Should I record another thing? Guess what card dropped? It's the Ace of Wands, yo. Okay, oh, the Magician at the bottom of the deck. Oh my. Oh my God, this is getting oh shit. Now I want to create something together. Look at that. With the Magician, you guys are not just creating, baby. And with that Ace of Wands, the attraction is off the charts, and celebrating this in a way that two souls coming together, kindred spirits, and enjoying one another in all parts of self, like physically, mentally, spiritually, emotionally. All no, oh gosh, it's that something's happening here. I am so sorry, guys. No, not really. I'm not sorry. I signed up for this. Ooh. Okay. Oh no, babe. I got here the 9 of Swords. Okay, listen. I don't know why I heard this, and I'm so sorry if it doesn't resonate. I don't know why, but don't cry over spilt milk. But then on the flip side of that, I heard about something about the land of milk and honey. Listen, I know that can mean many things, but all I thought about was no, my brain. Jesus Christ. What I was going to say before that very suspicious pause was the episode of Winnie the Pooh of the Land of Milk and Honey. It is completely wholesome. It was nothing of what this reading is doing to me. I'm so sorry that the reading was just more entertainment than anything else. I mean, usually readings that's what they are. They're for entertainment purposes only, but usually they're wholesome. And I was just the fragmented, like I didn't even freaking finish a fucking sentence. But I'll tell you what, guys, I am actually going to take a little leap of faith of my own, and I'm going to record a continuation of whatever's coming through, and maybe I use something but I will post it. I will link it in the description. It'll be on Patreon, but it'll be, it won't be too raunchy and whatnot, but I will just continue whatever wants to come through. And I'm going to stop the reading here. And I'm sorry that it's all over the place and it was a lot, but Spirit is telling me to continue this. So yeah. All right, guys. Take care. Love you. And maybe join me for the rest of this reading. All right, bye.